Some rail suspensions suspended on the F between Church Avenue and J Street and on the G between Church Avenue and Bergen Street. This is all because of a signal malfunction. You can see the station agent. They'll give you a pass to take the bus. As far as overnight track work goes, 13 lines affected. We'll see all of that wrap up at about 5 a.m. and we'll take a live look outside at the very quiet Gowanus Expressway. Everything's moving along nice.
60 degrees in Montgomery, Chester at 61. We've got right now 68 degrees in New York City at Central Park, 64 in White Plains, Long Branch coming in at 67. So we're starting off with mostly cloudy skies. Again, this is a great view because it shows you some of that cloud cover. I think later on in the day we'll see plenty more breaks in that overcast, some fair skies later on, and that's going to allow that warm sunshine to come on through. We'll see 73 degrees already by 10 a.m., but by this afternoon up to 78 degrees. I added in a sprinkle possible because earlier this morning I was tracking a little shower on Storm Tracker 4 that was over Orange County. It's dissipated, but just an idea that we may get a few in there early on. Otherwise, again, a pretty nice afternoon. 67 for the overnight low, staying dry, but you're going to notice the muggy conditions. We're definitely going to see that change. Why? We are waiting on a cold front. That's going to bring about some showers and thunderstorms, but I've already moved you into Wednesday. So we're talking here right about 6 p.m. Some of those showers and thunderstorms beginning to move into parts of Pennsylvania, the Hudson Valley, coming through our area late tomorrow evening. So 9, 10 o'clock coming through the city, hanging out across the island and down the shore as we get through the overnight on Thursday, and already looking ahead to potentially some stronger ones. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center by Wednesday evening has a pretty big area for that marginal risk. We'll keep an eye on this. That may be the damaging wind threat. But it's the temperatures that I've got to show you here. And yes, I have the heat index forecast for you on Wednesday. Watch what happens. Some of those areas top out close to the low 90s as we head up into the mid 80s. So definitely prepare for that. This despite the fact that we've got 13 days until the start of fall. We'll keep an eye on the tropics. I'll update you more right now.
Unfortunately, another service suspension on the rails. So the F and G are suspended in certain spots. Now A train service is suspended between Inwood 207th Street and Dyckman Street in both directions. This is all due to a signal issue. Heading over to the roads, you have a road closure on Route 18 northbound because of an accident investigation. So the road is closed from Route 79 up to Tennant Road. All traffic's being diverted off at 79. Also, the Newman Springs Road ramp to northbound 18 also closed because it falls within that area. So if you're headed out right now, easy spot to avoid. Over on the GWB, you still have road work out there. You can see on the span delays heading inbound on the upper level. Outbound looks like there's a traffic hold at the moment. So avoid this spot for a little while longer. And then heading over to the Clearview, there's a disabled truck northbound out by 35th Avenue, but that one's not causing a delay, so just use caution. Make sure you move your car today. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. Darlene, back over to you.
Thanks so much. As we get to the map here, 59 at Port Jervis, Peekskill at 63, Bridgeport at 65. If you're starting your morning off at the island, out at the island, 65 in Islip, 55 in East Hampton, and Long Branch coming in at 67. So planning the day ahead, this is it for you. We've got temperatures climbing to about 78 degrees at 3 o'clock. We'll call it slightly above average, but a pleasant evening ahead with temperatures into the mid 70s. So the storm chance that we've been watching still on track for tomorrow, and I'll talk more about that. With some of these showers and thunderstorms to be on the strong side. So already Storm Prediction Center saying, you know what, heads up Wednesday after, or I should say Wednesday night into early on Thursday, damaging wind potential. That's something that we'll keep an eye on for sure. But I think everybody's going to be talking about the heat. I mean, heat index levels across the south approaching 100. We're going to be warm, not that level, but yes, with temperatures right about 87, but just to our south Philadelphia, you're heading into the 90s. We are going to feel close to 90, and that is with fall, just about 13 days away from now. All right, Lauren Scala is here to get us outside, and what's slowing us down today?
Thanks, Maria. Not too much at the moment. It's just construction, so no major accidents to tell you about. Let's hope it stays that way. But on 95 southbound, those delays are pretty heavy as you make your way into that Portchester construction zone. Then on 95 northbound, you saw some road work out by exit 17 Chatsworth Avenue, so it's a little stop and go through the area. Then heading over to the Bruckner westbound, things are pretty jammed up. You have some construction between 295 and White Plains Road, and then heading over to New Jersey on the Garden State Parkway. Also some construction out there between the Essex tolls and exit 142A, which is Union Avenue. Again, just leave yourself a little bit of extra time, not too bad. And we'll take a live look outside at the Lincoln Tunnel, or the Helix, and alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. Michael, back over to you.
Warren, thanks very much. 5:17 now. Congressional election in North Carolina today. It's had President Trump on the campaign trail last night.
Number there, that dew point is 65, so it is definitely muggy. We head to the Hudson Valley now. We've got New Paltz at 67 degrees, Montgomery at 67, Poughkeepsie 69. And as we head to the Jersey Shore, as I mentioned, Long Branch coming at 68, Port Jervis at 65. So really the heat index is the kind of number I want you to have in your head today so you can make plans accordingly, because it is going to affect you, that heat and humidity combination. We can see it peaking, or I should say getting to 83 degrees by the lunch hour. Notice Long Island, close to the coast here, you're going to stay on the cooler side. Our winds out of the south really going to tap into the cooler ocean water air and make it not so oppressive there today. But everywhere else, we're headed up into that feels like temperature into the low 90s, even towards the overnight. We're just holding on till that cold front comes on through. And with that, also the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. You see with future radar today, not much as far as coverage, but those that do pop could produce some gusty winds. So just a heads up, New Jersey and New York City in that risk for some happen tomorrow afternoon. And you can see with that another push of showers and thunderstorms. And then at that point, not only will we clear out.
Show. I feel like maybe, if I'm guessing, I bet Savannah taught maybe English.
Oh,
okay, good.
Right?
It's just, you know, the lawyer, maybe law.
But in fourth grade?
Yeah, true.
I mean,
Never too early.
I'm sure it's a really good school.
If I thought about that,
I would
for
think
one more
pre-law,
second.
it might be a little young for that.
You're right. But ambitious.
That's
right. Science. So let's talk a little science unfolding right before your eyes. The west side, so gusty winds. Just a heads up, evening time frame.
Okay. What's going on, Lauren?
There are some service changes due to the 9/11 memorial. If your train times have changed, but so far so good for those major commuter rail lines.
Thanks, Lauren. All right, you can go Magic. It opens March 13th. It runs into early July, and you'll get a history lesson in what was hot in the 70s in New York City.
That's right. All right, 5:57.
Frame being this evening, so keep an eye on those evening plans later today. Thank you.
What's going on there, Lauren?
We have service changes on the 1 train today because of the 9/11 memorial. That'll be